So the manga chapter actually begins with Lola and Chiffon actually being reunited, which of course Guilty actually is in shock of seeing the two sisters look alike because they are actually identical sisters, in which Megs is actually happy to see the two sisters reunited. But we actually head over to the story where Jinbei have returned to join the battle, in which Jinbei has returned to join the Strawhats, in which he is now the 10th member, in which everybody is actually relieved, in which they've all actually letting him to join the battle because he actually saw the battle actually happening, in which Kimon and the rest of the samurais actually never seen Jinbei before, but he actually make a good addition for the raid, in which they actually wanted to do a toast, in which of course they actually saw how the other members for the raid actually appeared, including Grandpa Hio, or should I say Hyogoro, the flower, actually appeared, and they actually going to join into the battle. Plus, also, Kid and Law actually came as well, and they actually told him about how to get to Onigashima through the entrance, in which we actually knew how they never thought that Kimon actually had the real plan actually happening because he, and by he, I actually mean he alone, never thought of how this plan actually worked. But we actually assume that we actually see how the Straw Hats are actually celebrating. But they actually realize that the only way to get to the entrance is through the sea. In which, of course, if they actually take the submarine that Law actually have around the back, avoid these whirlpools, in which keeping the ship in bay, they actually can use his power to send them all to the island, in which that's a good plan to avoid detection. And of course, that Kimon is trying to take the credit for actually for Law's plan. However, we actually saw the men which the Guardians have actually set into action. However, we saw the Straw Hats are actually fighting the Guardians while Nami, Usopp, and Chopper are actually hiding, in which they actually made it through the gates. And so we actually saw how they actually celebrating, which the fact that they actually do a toast for Jinbei's return, in which they actually head forward to Onigashima, and they actually knew they can win this battle. In which, of course, they actually going to celebrate after the raid. And also, we actually going to see how this plan actually going to work. However, we actually saw that the the ultimate fires for Kaido, the Toby Ropo, have actually arrived. And of course, they actually knew that the six members actually are present, in which they have all actually knew that Kaido actually has where his son, in which we actually going to see what's going to happen soon. Now we actually saw the Straw Hats defeating the Guardians, in which we actually saw the six members of the Toby Ropo are actually here, in which they actually wants to actually get the info of which Kaido actually wants where his son. He actually knew who he actually talking about. So we're actually going to see what's going to happen on the next chapter next weekend. So anyway, like this video, subscribe for more, and comment what you think about the manga chapter. You guys can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and my Facebook page. Until then, this anime guy joining here saying signing out. Laters.